what happened after he climbed up the tower and rescued her.
She rescues him right back.
This is how it is.
Page of Cups. The Two of Swords. The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Spades. worry, paranoia, nightmares, disruption, pestering, rumors, anguish, mentally unstable. The subject in this card plagued with nightmares and wants them to stop. The Nine of Blades points to the toxic actions of others and the feeling of being provoked to the point of hysteria. This card is a warning about what could happen to our mental state when we allow the opinions of others to disrupt our equilibrium. It may be advisable to take time away from lingering concerns, perhaps by engaging in recreational distraction or catching up on overdue rest. Return to the problem with a clear mind in order to be strategic instead of reactive. Worry is interest paid on trouble before it is due. It is a card of anxiety. Worrying can warn us when we're on the wrong path, facing difficult times, or are avoiding something that needs doing. However, this worry can turn to anguish as we repeatedly torture ourselves with questions such as, did I do the right thing? Or will it work out? It is worth remembering that although distressing, anxiety can be seen as a positive sign that we want for a better life. Most often, at the root of anxiety is a lack of trust. We doubt that things will work out for us, and we lack the faith that the universe is actually a benign place in which we are always loved and cared for. Prediction. Anxiety is transformed. Guidance. Don't worry. Problem. Past worries. Merry meetings this evening. Hey, Maddie. Happy birthday, Pisces. The day of universality. Universality. Scripting. The rabbit fool. Your meditation. Oh, wait. The day of universality, unselfish, idealistic, dedicated, unforgiving, pessimistic, over crucial, critical. Your meditation. In some obscure corners of the world, the ideal and the real have consummated a secret marriage. In some obscure corners of the world, the ideal and the real have consummated a secret marriage. In some obscure corners of the world, the ideal and the real have consummated a secret marriage. You're so deep, Pisces. Your personality says the complex personality of a Pisces born on February 22nd is sheltered behind a quiet facade or facade, but they have courage and are always ready to make tough decisions. Their winsome glamour makes them lovable as well as interesting. If you have a birthday, a February 22nd birthday, your zodiac sign is Pisces. You are complicated, but behind all that, there is a mild mannered, lovable Pisces. This personality can be in tune with your emotions and, more often than not, show sympathy to others. You are emotionally strong. Those with a February 22nd birthday have strong shoulders. Friends and family lean on you in times of need. You are the go to person the person who comes up with a solution to people's problems. Pisceans are realists, so you like to get down to the root of the matter. Born on February 22nd, you're sympathetic, committed, charismatic, lovable, touchy, realistic, forgetful, forgetful. Pisces, the fish. If you are looking for someone who is not afraid to openly display his or her feelings, those born on this day fit that description. It awards the human element to Pisces, the fish. Most 22nd birthday Pisceans have this ideal of what their romantic life should be. It is more like a fairy tale, so perhaps we should stick to the real thing. I am afraid that if you continue to think this way, you will subject yourself to heartbreak. You make willing sacrifices for someone you love, and they appreciate it. As a friend, Pisces, you are committed to the friendship. The February 22nd birthday personality shows you are charming and patient. You attract those who are underprivileged. Everyone has his or her story, so you never judge a book by its cover. Pisces, you believe you can learn something from everyone. We all have history and can provide important clues about the present and future. According to the birthday meaning of February 22nd, you have a yearning to live life, but to live it in a way that you find desirable. Pisceans hate city life. It's way too busy for you. You like to take your time and evaluate things. You never do anything in a hurry. Your flaw, Pisces, is that you will live in the city if you thought it would make someone else happy. Those born on this day would be silently miserable, forecasts your birthday horoscope. It is so polluted in the city. We speaking regarding your health, Pisces. You will do well to cleanse your body of toxins, not to mention the preservatives. Eating on the go has its disadvantages. You could not fly if you were weighed down. After your cleansing, you should see an increase in stamina. Did you know this would lower your chances of depression as well? When we talk about your imperfections, among other things, we mean that you can be forgetful. Pisces' birthday of February 22nd will forget the dry cleaning and the toilet paper, and you are forever looking for your keys. This can be disruptive and irritating to others. This can have an emotional impact on your friends and family as you can be sensitive when it comes to their comments. You tend to take things out of context and your feelings are hurt when you should be laughing at yourself. It was funny, you know. We all look for the obvious and cannot see it such as searching for the reading glasses. when they were right there on the nose the whole time. We all do it. Relax, Pisces. Your birthday astrology predictions for today warns that because you are super sensitive, you tend to look for a profession in which you can work alone. You will do well in matters that are bizarre or unconventional. Those born on this date are people who like music, perhaps pursuing a liberal arts degree would give you some pleasure. It will provide you with an outlet for your creative and spiritual nature. In conclusion, on February 22nd, Pisces birthday, people are sympathetic and have big shoulders to lean on. You are charming and patient. Pisces zodiac sign born individuals tend to have a talent for music or something artistry. It's 7:51 p.m. on my alarm. Wear your heart on your sleeve. You make faithful lovers, but need to relax and laugh at yourself more. Above all, remember you are Pisces and you are awesome. You are complicated but sympathetic, Pisceans. You are likely to go to a person that makes sacrifices for loved ones. You are not afraid to show affection and find it gratifying to help other people. You tend not to be judgmental, but suffer in silence with your troubles. Famous people and celebrities born on February 22nd. Drew Barrymore, Julius Dr. J. Urbans, James Hong, Steve Irwin, Ted Kennedy, Vijay Sai, Robert Young, to name a few. Happy birthday. This day that year, February 22nd, in history, 1288 Pope Nicholas the Fourth was chosen by ballot. 1512, Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian explorer, died at the age of 60. 1797, the last invasion by the French begins. In 1828, Russia and Persia signed the Peace of Turkmenistan. Yamin Rashid is your verdict moon sign. We're not going to get into that tonight. If you wish to read on your verdict moon sign, go to sunsigns.org. We're here for your zodiac, the rabbit. The Chinese zodiac rabbit is aware of their motivations, their feelings, and movements, but sometimes they question their behaviors in social situations. They know how they have conducted themselves to the best of their ability, but are never quite certain if that means they behaved correctly. The Chinese rabbit tends towards introversion, finding himself content in the quieter, lonely moments that come his way. Rabbits are touchy. It's not hard to hurt their feelings, but you may never know as they are buried that away. The rabbit sign is creatures of order, and disorder will set them completely ill at ease. 7:55 p.m. on my alarm. Follow up on a promise. It is a harmony that is at the rabbit's heart. For all their tender-heartedness, all they want is to be loved and accepted, even while maintaining themselves in a place of seclusion. The Chinese zodiac sign rabbit's strength is a keen awareness of their inner self. Time spent in seclusion, contemplating their motivations, is important to the rabbit. He tends outward control. What a rabbit feels is their business, and what lies beneath is deeply private. This allows them to appear calm and collected even when they're feeling anything but that. The rabbit characteristics show that they know how when to speak and when to withhold speech. They never bother to speak when what they have to say is not worthwhile. Rabbits are deeply focused on self improvement and are thus will pursue perfection in all things in their lives. The most comforting thing about the rabbit is that their honesty is beyond question. Deception is simply not in their nature. Their analytical nature doesn't stop with themselves. He can turn that to others and is adept at dissecting their nature. Some of the rabbit signs' best assets, when turned on their head, are some of their greatest weaknesses. Rabbits are timid around other people while caring deeply about what they think. Their innate sensitivity makes them easily hurt, while their retention of their emotions keep them from letting others know they've been hurt. The rabbit man or rabbit woman enjoys living in the safety of his home, but this can lead to him becoming a hermit, secluding himself from the world. They are staunchly honest, but this also means they are incapable of even the gentlest of deceptions. Their analytical nature, unfortunately, can lead them to becoming disillusioned about human nature and embittered about those they associated with. The Chinese rabbit zodiac sign is a diligent worker, careful in all their endeavors, provided their deep need for freedom is met. They are capable of being amazing producers in the workplace, but he must have his security and be his boss. His concern over his sense of security leaves him unable to cope with being under another's thumb. The rabbit wants a secure office with a comfortable workplace, not adventure or travel. It is important to know that a rabbit is primarily concerned with their security and welfare, and this can stand in the way of their sense of altruism. Rabbit, as a boss, is going to be an excellent leader if you are seeking solid and secure income. He doesn't take unnecessary chances, but will take what seems like odd directions that turn out magnificently for him. He has that sense for buried riches. 7:59 p.m. on my alarm. Give the gift to care, for finding the value in things that others can't quite see the point of. A Chinese rabbit as a boss will broker deals with ease. His diplomatic abilities are beyond reproach. He is well mannered, gracious, and persuasive, seeing this way through to a mutually agreeable decision where others were left unable to reach an accord. The Chinese horoscope sign Rabbit as a co worker who can be touchy, can work in conjunction with others, and will gladly negotiate out divisions of labor and project plans. His sensitivity to others' emotions and opinions allows him to come to a reasonable accord and keep the workplace friendly and warm. 8 o'clock on my alarm p.m. Do the grunt work. Follow through on your plans. Give your future self some advice. Their major failing can be a sort of timidity, which, if not overcome, can lead to a decided difficulty in taking advantage of opportunities. In Chinese astrology, the rabbit prefers to be independently financially, squirreling away money for later days and keeping themselves secure without the assistance of others. No matter how much money a rabbit has packed away, it isn't ever enough. He always wants to make just a little more sure that his security is solidly in place. This can end up being a problem as he can hesitate in putting money to work, in the interest of having money put away. In these circumstances, he can wind up being stingy and more than a little over concerned with the bottom line. The Chinese zodiac rabbit is not particularly sentimental. They are deeply in touch with the thoughts and emotions of those around them. They don't immediately fall in love, and this emotion can be quite difficult for them. While dating, the rabbit does not have much tolerance for human flaws in their partner, a direct result of their sometimes overinflated opinion of themselves. Attempting to seduce a rabbit is a fool's bargain. Their reticence extends itself to having to be the initiating member of a relationship. The big problem for rabbit is that relationships require sharing sentimentality, and that speaks against everything that they stand for personally. It offends their sense of decency and certainly their typical reserved nature. A rabbit Chinese sign lacks self confidence as a rule, and this can create problems with their love relationships. Their appetite is capricious, but their sense of decency can leave them being a bit prudish. Even if their appetite runs deeper than they're too reserved to act on them. Getting through to a rabbit requires getting through to their emotional burrows. Showing patience and understanding with him or her can get them to open up in this area. His habits tend towards a tender and careful lover, deeply connected with those he shares these intimacies with. He must be. His fragile emotional nature makes it impossible for it to be otherwise. The years of the rabbit. February 19th, 1939 to February 8th, 1940. February 6th, 1951 to January 26th, 1952. January 25th, 1963 to February 12th, 1964, February 11th, 1975 to January 30th, 1976, January 29th, 1987 to February 16th, 1988, February 16th, 1999 to February 4th, 2000, February 3rd, 2011 to January 22nd, 2012. January 22nd, 2023 to February 9th, 2024, and February 8th, 2035 to January 27th, 2036. Your ruling planet is Neptune and Saturn. Neptune represents intuition, spiritual consciousness, sentiments, and evasiveness. Saturn stands for hard work, caution, reliability, and restriction. February 22nd birthday person symbol. The water barrier is the symbol of the Aquarius zodiac sign. The two fishes are the symbol of Pisces, the star sign. The tarot for February 22nd is the Fool, the first card of the major arcana. The Fool. This card stands for freedom, impulsiveness, and starting something new. Very important. Keywords: accidental, coincidence, curiosity, innocence, beginning, standing at the threshold. Usually, the Fool's card, 0 or 22 in the major arcana. And in this deck, the card is represented as both 0 and 22 because it symbolizes both the beginning and the end of the Fool's journey. The Fool is the seeker of truth. His dreadlocks are a symbol of his rebellious nature and the spirit of adventure that resides in him. And yearning prompts him to renounce the doldrums of conformity and to begin his quest for something more. He carries with him all his earthly possessions in a calabash shell and his animal spirit by his side. The dog simultaneously serves as both his guardian, alerting him to the crocodile or the danger of walking off the precipice, as well as his folly, urging the adventurer to play and engage in frivolity instead of continuing his quest. We are all the fool at some time or another until we remember what we have always known. Regardless of how much knowledge we accumulate or how much practical experiences we may have, there is still much to learn and understand. The fool remains a walking question mark, never fixed in his beliefs, continually looking at the world with new eyes. And although his wanders dangerously close to the precipice, it is necessary for him to do so, for him to take the proverbial leap of faith and find the hidden temple within. The fool. Keep the faith and trust your instincts. As card number 0 in the pack, the fool represents all that is new, fresh, and innovative. In medieval times, the court gesture was someone who was not expected to follow the same rules and conventions as everyone else, as so was free to be spontaneous and creative. 8:11 p.m. on my alarm. Are you ready to keep self-criticism in check? He was laughed at for being simple and naive, but in reality, it was he who gets the last laugh. And because these are the qualities that sustain him and bring him happiness, the card reminds us of the power in adopting a childlike simplicity and warns against being cynical. There are many people who have achieved great things simply because they didn't listen or anyone telling them it wasn't possible. However, the card can also warn us of impetuousness and childishness. Stepping out into the unknown may bring you adventures and exciting new possibilities, but it may also get you into trouble and result in you turning your back with your tail between your legs. Prediction: new beginnings, new adventures, guidance. Look out for opportunities. Problem: rash decisions. Let's take this moment and gather the fool's message. The High Priestess is reversed. Way back here. Look at the Two of Cups facing me. The Emperor remains at the top. In reverse is the Six of Pentacles. I'm coming out of that stage. For the Fool card remains in the middle. However, in the reverse, it is the Six of Spades. You turn it upright, even though for me to be on live, it's just a gentle halt. There it goes. I think that's good. The Fool. The Six of Pentacles. My message for today. You listeners, take it how it resonates. Keywords is charity, investment, empowerment, enabling, equity, and generosity. High Priestess is ready to read. A merchant shares his wealth with two beggars, carefully using his scale to distribute the gems evenly. Charity is a virtue, and we should cultivate the desire to be of service to others, especially in those in crucial need. When we have a surplus, one way we can improve the world is to give back to our community or find charitable causes that resonates with us. Be mindful though. Remain humble and give sincerely rather than from a position of ego. Be careful not to develop a God complex. When giving to others, be sure not to enable bad habits or create a situation of dependency. While the merchant with the scale appears to signify equality, it can also indicate that the distribution of equal proportions may not always be equitable or fair. The Six of Pentacles. There is more happiness in giving than in receiving. The Six of Pentacles is the card of giving and sharing. It asks us to look at those times when we have been generous to others or when others have been generous to us. On a deeper level, the card asks us to look more philosophically at the ideas of ownership and permanence. What do we actually have that belongs to us? Do we own things or are we merely borrowing them for this lifetime? We are asked also to remember that everything changes and that sometimes we come out of on top, able to give, but at other times when we go through bad patches, we are really reliant on the kindness of friends. We may not realize that there is always something we can give to others. Money might be the first resource that springs to mind, but this is not always practical or appropriate. What about love, friendship, time, knowledge? We can make a difference to the lives of others, and the Six of Coins asks us to consider in what ways we may achieve this. Prediction, future kindness, guidance, consider other people. Problem, hard heartedness. Where you are now is the Fool. Read again. Oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to. Time is ticking. But it's the Fool's Day. It's like the new year. Hope you're enjoying your meditation. Keywords accidental, coincidence, curiosity, innocence, beginning, standing at the threshold. Usually, the card, the Fool, is card 0 or 22 in the major arcana. In this deck, the card is represented as both 0 and 22 because it symbolizes both the beginning and the end of the Fool's journey. The Fool is a seeker of truth. His drafts are a symbol of his rebellious nature and the spirit of adventure that resides in him. A yearning prompts him to renounce the doldrums of conformity and to begin his quest for something more. He carries with him all his earthly possessions in a calabash shell, and his animal spirit is by his side. The dog simultaneously serves as both his guardian, alerting him to the crocodile or the danger of walking off the precipice, as well as his folly, urging the adventurer to play and engage in frivolity instead of continuing his quest. We are all the fool at some time or another until we remember what we have always known, regardless of how much knowledge we accumulate or how much practical experiences we may have. There is still much to learn and understand. The fool remains a walking question mark, never fixed in his beliefs, continually looking at the world with new eyes. And although he wanders dangerously close to the precipice, it is necessary for him to do so, for him to take the proverbial leap of faith and find the hidden temple within. 8:24 p.m. on my alarm. Are you staying within your well-worn groove? Pretty appropriate. Thank you for grooving with me. The Six of Spades. Where you heading to? Keywords: escape, refugee, moving away, distancing, relocation, journey, traveling, a vacation, change of environment. Time to make your way out in the stillness of the night while the world still sleeps. The Six of Blades card signals a departure from one modality and a transition to the next. And in a reading, this card may be an indication that you need to sever ties with harmful elements in your environment or to distance yourself from a dangerous situation. Avoid causing a commotion. Do what needs to be done and do not be afraid to explore uncharted territory. The Six of Blades, the Six of Swords, listening to the inner voice. The Six of Swords represents a period of transition, a time when we need to pull back from life temporarily in order to get to a new place and or perspective inside ourselves and outside in the world. At these times, we may need we may experience a drop in self-esteem as a, as it is difficult living in the world today while being unclear what we are doing. As a result, we may doubt ourselves, forget any successes, results may have previously, and fear will stay stuck in the transitional phase. However, this card always promises a better future if we can be patient, have faith, and see it through. This card essentially reminds us of the otherness of life. Whilst the busy rush of plans are being implemented in the heady whirlwind of life out there, there is a whole other life going on inside us. And when we face traumas or breakdowns in life, we are reminded of this otherness. And yet, the Six of Swords does not require us to have a breakdown in order to follow the inner call and pay more attention to our spiritual nature. In doing so, we may begin to understand the wisdom underlying change and the transient nature of life. Within this understanding, we can also realize how so much of what we do is unimportant, while in contrast, our spiritual nature reveals its true value, moving us forward and keeping us safe. The predictions, forthcoming changes, the guidance, prepare for changes, and fortune at that. The problem, a time of transition. Back to the full the energy of today. No matter what sign you are, followed by the meditation at the end. We're approaching the hour of recording. Fool, at its core, represents the unfettered soul, free of experience and prejudice. They are also free of fear and therefore come into new events without the trepidation of often experienced by those who know what they might expect. This is both a benefit and a detriment to the fool. Their eyes are on the path ahead or the sky, but not on what is in front of them. This can make the fool easy to trick, persuade, or to the sideline. But they also do not know what others believe is not possible, which makes them capable of greatness, new ideas, and innovation. They do not know a thing cannot be done, so they merely set about to do it anyway. Sometimes they succeed. Below, we will discuss the elements of the Fool card and the major arcana in various positions in its orientation, upright or reversed. Some sorts of deck do not use this form of orientations. Others come with round cards that seek to utilize the subtle orientation from upright and center to determine the influences. The majority of the tarot decks that I have seen and experienced all use the upright, inverted orientation types, and so shall I. Sunsigns.org. Open minded, moving in the future blissfully unaware, not just disorganized, but lacking any form of plan whatsoever. This is a powerful place to be in one's life, as it leaves all doors open to you. In general, the Fool in the upright position indicates that you are free of presuppositions about a given situation and can move freely through it. Your past events. The meaning is largely unchanged from the above, except it indicates that you have moved beyond this state and into a new one. Whether it has worked for you or not will be determined by your view of the situation and further revealed by the tarot card in the present position. The present events. Your current path forward is open to you, and you are carrying the bright, optimistic view of the universally untried. You find every position open to you, every option, and the future is almost blindly bright. And in this position, the card is neither beneficial nor detrimental. It is merely a state of where you are. The future events. In this position, it represents a new, unfettered beginning coming down the pipe. It may be a heads up To keep an eye open for a new path. Also, it may represent freedom from an existing stressful situation as you are set free into childlike innocence. It is unlikely this is talking about any situation you are currently aware of, as that would imply foreknowledge and some modicum of planning, both things being antithetical to the overall meaning of this card. In the reverse, sometimes we wander into foolish things foolishly and blindly, taking no heed of the warning signs or the perils of the road ahead. This is the downside of the fool, a foolhardily movement into an area, putting ourselves in danger's way, and generally being irresponsible and blind to the perils of life. The past event. The meaning of this card in the tarot in the past means that we have been traveling a dangerous road without caution or care. It is a potentially warning to observe and see if you are still on this path. The present events. You are at the beginning of a path. You are proceeding on recklessly. Take time to examine your situation and determine how you can prepare or avoid the path altogether. It's important to realize that at this moment, the cards are stating that you are unaware of the totality of your current situation. It's time to reassess the future events. This signifies that something is coming down the path that will have hidden dangers. Be aware of its coming. It will try to slip beneath your radar and seem harmless on the surface. If something comes along that seems too good to be true, if you're aware and cautious, you can divert this before it becomes an issue. The associated colors for the meditation for the Fool card in the upright position: white for purity and youth. The associated incense is rosemary for youth. Feel yourself falling into this card, and you will find yourself with the Fool. He will be in the middle of a journey through uneven terrain, but his eyes will be on the sky. He will seem utterly unprepared, wearing the wrong clothes. Also, he will have none of the proper things one might take with themselves for a long journey. He will be happy, and he might have his little dog with him. This dog represents the fortune of nobility, dancing around his feet and guiding him away from dangers he scarcely noticed. Greet him But do not be surprised if he does not answer. His eyes are on the future ahead, and you will find him daydreaming with every step. Walk along with him and try to share his simple optimism and fearlessness. He does not know that they say that what he does is foolish and impossible. But in this he finds strength. For him all things are possible because no one has told him they are not. Just as when we were children, the future lay wide open to him and all things were possible. In this full tarot card meditation, you may feel fear or challenged by the surroundings and the perils of what's to come. The lesson of this meditation is to let that go and to allow yourself to know that the future is open to you. Know that many things that have been said to be impossible are now a fact. More often than not, it was all because some fool started down a path, heedless of what others tried to tell him. Know that we are all fools at points throughout our lives. The fool is the beginning, the start of our journey into the future. The major arcana is often interpreted as the path the fool takes through life, gradually changing and growing with experience. We are fortunate to be here with him at the beginning of his journey, as perhaps it is the beginning of ours. Continue to the meditation as long as it seems appropriate, experiencing the sensation of newness, the beginning of his journey and yours. If you have a tarot journal, excuse me, what it felt like to be carefree. Or if you could not reach that carefree state, try to examine yourself and see if you can decide what kept you from reaching it. The associated colors for the meditation of the Fool card in reverse: black for protection, red for discord, opium scented, and for the dreamlike state and attentiveness is the associated incense. 111 on the recording. Feel yourself falling into the Fool Tarot card, and you will find yourself with the Fool. Beware the surroundings, for they will be perilous. You will see the Fool wandering throughout this meditation, ragged, torn, exhausted, but seemingly unaware of all the damage he has taken. His attendant dog is mangy, weary, careworn, and has long since ceased trying to warn or guide the Fool out of danger. The Fool has kicked him for his cautioning, and now the dog no longer has the strength or will to warn his once loving master. Throughout this tarot meditation, the Fool in the reverse position, you will see the warning against not heeding life's lessons. The Fool has gone beyond his simple, optimistic view and has hardened his mind to learn and experience. He started his journey with a broad mind and a hopeful demeanor. Now it is sheer stubbornness and disregarded that keep him going. When one powers on because one refuses to learn, they have moved past wisdom into foolishness. There's nothing to be gained through willful ignorance, and the path of this fool shows that. While you travel, look around for familiar faces and goals, experiences that you may have had and not learned from. The lesson of this major arcana card is the repercussions of inattentiveness. It may be a useful meditation when fearlessly charging on, but constantly getting harmed when we have lost our way. When everyone tells us to stop and their warnings hold out, sometimes it isn't bravery that drives us, but fear of failure and stops. Be aware of the coming end of this meditation. Pay special attention if you are in that state yourself. You may continue to you may continue trying to find some validation that you're not this fool. You will try to prove that your position in life is not related. And know that if you must keep searching for this, you likely are indeed the fool. Once you have reached the end of this meditative path, rise and extinguish the candle and incense. Write what you have observed in your tarot journal while you are still fresh with the meditation experiences in your mind. And once you have completed writing, give yourself a few moments to come back to yourself. Take special care with the lessons on this card. They can deter one from much hardship. Your next two cards are from the minor arcana. It's the Eight of Cups and the King of Cups. See the King of Cups in between the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is in between the Chariot in reverse and the Three of Spades in reverse. The Eight of Cups. Keywords: baggage, pain, trauma, scars, moving on, heavy heart, learning to love again. Some of the baggage that we carry with us from old hurts don't belong with us on our journey. The pain that we take from past experiences can impede our progress towards self improvement. And lugging around former wounds only hampers our ability to express and receive love. The Eight of Vessels here on this card shows up to tell you that it is time to let go of old grudges and disappointments. When we constantly punish ourselves for past mistakes, we leave ourselves open to be overcome with the apathy, the anguish, and hopelessness, and we insinuate the effects of our willpower. It's time to break free and empower ourselves once again. The Eight of Cups. The search for deeper meaning. The Eight of Cups represents spiritual journeys or the road less traveled, as the poet Robert Frost called it. It may be all experience. We may all experience many such journey on large or small scales in our lives, yet not all of us equate them with spirituality or a religious experience. Ultimately, these journeys are taking us to greater heights and depths on the way towards our destinies. The card often appears when we need more fulfillment in our lives, or perhaps when the things feel meaningless. It is thus a call to go deeper into ourselves and find the beauty and truth that lies within. These journeys can sometimes be compared to small deaths, as they may involve giving up something which no longer need in order to gain something better for ourselves. As a result, we may temporarily experience similar feelings to those of the dying, denial, and isolation, resistance, and depression, for instance. However, this difficult journey eventually leads to acceptance and hope when we realize there are far greater things in store for us. The prediction, deeper meaning, and joy will filter through. The guidance, take guidance from inner messages. The problem, things felt meaningless. The Eight of Cups. And I'm just going to start going half on these things because I read two of them, but you're sounding so good. You just flow with it. I'm always here at the 30 minutes left to read. The sacrifice and independence of the Eight of Cups. One paragraph is that you have to learn how to influence your decisions to do something that will change plans positively. I hope this works. The Eight Cups require that you make some sacrifices to reach where you want. But Eight of the Cups reverse suggests that without making any slight effort, you will not assume the right things in life. All these are working against the willingness to share and have good things in your stock. The King of Cups. Keywords: magic, subconscious, artistry, charisma, temperamental, and depth. The King of Vessels has achieved harmony between his conscious and subconscious mind. His upright trident suggests that he is on the middle path. The three pikes that swim around him are indicative of his affinity to magic. As such, the King of Vessels may be a helpful mentor in the creative arts. While the king is, for the most part, a quiet and charming individual, he may at times be prone to volatile fluctuations in temperament. The King of Cups. Harmony is more important than truth. The King of Cups is a consummate diplomat who chooses his words and his timing very carefully. There are times when it is important to tell one's truth and be honest and open. And again, there are times when we need to hold one's tongue and be diplomatic. Sometimes harmony is more important than truth, and that is the message behind the King of Cups. In some sense, the King of Cups represents dishonesty amongst conflicting emotions and demands. He is asked to be political, while his own, perhaps contrary, feelings are repressed. Thus, the card can speak of deviation from our true self, our true feelings. The message is, however, ultimately a positive one. It points out that sometimes we do not need to put our intellect and reason above our baser urges and instincts, and that it represents a sacrifice, a healthy suppression of ego. The prediction: greater harmony coming. The guidance: Keep cards close to your chest. The problem, unguarded words. The King of Cups, emotional intelligence. Just half a paragraph. Being wise is an important thing, especially when making choices about life. It can help you make judgments that directly impact and assume to get good things in your space. So, the King of Cups signifies wisdom as the source of great success in your choices. The King of Cups reverse leans on arrogance and unstable emotions. So, happy birthdays, Pisces. Your February 22nd birthday compatibility. You are most compatible with people born under the zodiac sign Scorpio. This relationship is extremely well matched. You are not compatible with people born under the zodiac sign Sagittarius. This relationship will only work with a lot of understanding. Your lucky numbers are 4 and 6, and 4 stands for hard work, reliability, meticulousness, and loyalty. 6 is a nurturing number that symbolizes caring, kindness, responsibility, and support. Your lucky colors are sea green and purple. Sea green is a color that helps control your emotions and remain calm. Purple is a psychic color that symbolizes intuition, mysticism, and spirituality. Your lucky days are Thursday and Sunday. Thursday is the day ruled by Jupiter. It stands for cheerfulness, supports philosophy, and optimism. Sunday, ruled by the sun, stands for the universe, creation, authority, and dynamism. Your birthstone, amethyst and aquamarine. Amethyst is a stone of healing and protection and helps you get over addiction. Aquamarine stands for meditation, peace, spirituality, and wisdom. The ideas zodiac birthday gifts for people born on February 22nd. Sorry, it's so late. An aquarium for the man and a handmade basket of biscuits for the Pisces woman. Watch your health, Pisces. The February 22nd birthday horoscope foretells that you love homemade gifts. Thursday, February 22nd, 2024, the day of universality. Universality. It's like a group of coming together. Your advice: don't be so demanding of yourself and others. Allow for mistakes. They cannot always be avoided. Be very conscious of your responsibilities to those who entrust themselves to you. Show more interest in yourself as a person, too. Those born on February 22nd are most often apt to ignore their health. They may be one day they may one day be forced by disease to seek treatment if they don't more actively engage in preventive practices. Staying informed as a current medical health research and possible naturopathic, and holistic cures may prove beneficial, if not to themselves, then to their family. Take vitamins and mineral supplements, and eating a low fat diet featuring plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables is a good start for them. Vigorous exercise is recommended for the February 22nd people, including aerobics, running, weightlifting, ocean swimming or climbing, and possibly competitive team sports. The numerology for those born on the 22nd of the month are ruled by the numbers 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4 and 22. And by the planet Uranus, which is both erratic and explosive, those ruled by the number 4 are highly opinionated and can be rather argumentative. Such traits may enforce and February 22nd people by the lingering influence of Uranus, ruler of Aquarius, and given a rebellious and revolutionary cast. Not infrequently, number 4 people wish to change their social order, particularly true for those born on February 22nd. And since the sign of Pisces is ruled by Neptune, the Uranus Neptune connection can indicate high idealism, but also personal confusion, preoccupation with strange objects, and self destructive tendencies. Since 22 is a double number, those born on this 22nd of the month may be fascinated with twins, coincidences, and symmetry, or other doubles. So the 22nd card of the major arcana is the Fool, who is in several versions of tarot is shown blithely stepping over the edge of a cliff. Some interpretations picture him as a foolish man who has given up on his reasons. Others are highly spiritualized, being free of material considerations. Positive meanings include renouncing resistance and following instincts freely. Foolish acts, impulsiveness, and annihilations are the negative aspects. The highly evolved fool has followed his life path, experienced its lessons, and become one with his or her own vision. I think I'm going to leave it right there and just go ahead and see what message I can get from the soul card. My soul card for today. Put that on record. The bottom. I'm going to do that on your spoon. Move your level. It's bedtime. My twins card, number 47, flipped over. Card number 47, my age, and reminds me of my beloved twins. Heaven in the veil. 22 shuffles. That is the full card right there. Card number 13 at the bottom. Card number 47 is my soul card. Thank you, Spirit. That's magical. Angel number 47, I shall read.
Little light. I was going up the stairs and I saw
My babies. The number 47 is a reminder that your hard work and practicality are aligned with your spiritual growth. It signifies that you are on the right path and encourages you to continue pursuing your goals with dedication and determination. Angel number 47, focusing on the positive. Your angel number 47, symbol will relentlessly support you in your endeavors And at the same time, you should listen to your inner voice. Angel number 47, when it is repeatedly occurs in your life, signifies that the spirit angels are sending an appreciation message. They are applauding your attempts and diligence to accomplish your objectives and ambitions in life. The angel numbers are encouraging you to continue your hard work and are assuring you that the course you have chosen is the right one to attain your objectives in life. Your angel number 47 symbol will relentlessly support you in your endeavors, and at the same time, you should listen to your inner voice. The angel number 47 symbolism is a communication from the angels that they, along with the divine forces, are aware of your sincere efforts to enhance your spiritual growth and knowledge. They appreciate your efforts and are asking you to follow the path you have chosen with sincerity. They are also assuring you their help and direction when needed by you. Angel numbers are important numbers in our lives. Seeing them gives an assurance that the divine realm is watching over us. The meaning of 47 reveals that this angel number is a sign of positivity, appreciation, and optimism. Your guardian angels are using this number to appreciate you for everything that you are doing to better your life and that of others. You have been through a lot in life, and this is the time for you to be rewarded for all your hard work and efforts. 47 meaning goes a long way in encouraging you to be independent and strong. Strength will enable you to overcome all the challenges that will come your way on your journey towards achieving greatness. Do not be discouraged when things become hard because the universe is watching over you. Seek the guidance of your loved ones when it comes to the point that you feel like giving up on life. Your guardian angels will also not forsake you. They will push you towards the right direction every single time you divert and follow a contrary direction. Listen to your instincts is of importance, especially when you are working on yourself and your goals in life. Do not let anyone or anything convince you into ignoring your instincts. You need to know that your instincts are always right. Follow your heart, and you will achieve all your desires. Be steadfast in the things that you do, and you will not be disappointed. Good things will only come to you if you work hard and remain patient. Soon you will be receiving the fruits of your labor. So do not even think of giving up because rewards are coming. Number 47 is a special one because it is a love number. It associated with building strong bonds, devotion, honesty, positivity, and loyalty, while at the same time it encourages. People who possess this number value their love lives more than anything else. They follow their hearts and instincts wherever they take them. These people are, however, careful not to fall blindly in love with the wrong people. They use reason to find the person who best suits them. I'm going to leave it there. That's the end of my reading. Thanks for reading, listening, and hope this meditation and happy birthday, Pisces, resonates with you. I feel guilty for not reading everything through, but I wanted to give Spoon a chance to hear the whole ending. Thank you for joining me this evening. May all have a restful, protected night.